The sky is blue. Graphics look kind of off. See the altimeter on Snake's wrist in more detail.
When it launched, it was hailed by fans and critics alike as a turning point in video games. And now, you can experience this classic in a whole new way.
With the green
I'm
screen.
Hayter, the voice of Naked Snake.
He's got a Metal Gear Solid t-shirt.
Take a look back with me and some old friends as we reflect on one of the greatest video games ever made. But first, let's solve a mystery that has intrigued fans for decades. Who was the actual voice of Eva?
They're finally acknowledging it.
Finally revealed. Jodi Benson.
Jodi Benson, the voice of Ariel.
Lori Allen. Now, let's talk shop.
Suzette Minier. Pseudonym. I can understand why she would use a pseudonym and why Konami would keep her identity a secret. I bet it was contractually agreed upon beforehand.
We're here in the Rosvet factory, which is pretty incredible to come back here after all this time. So, we have known each other for so long, and yet I think this is the first time that all three of us have been in the same room together, ever.
Ever.
So let's clear up something that I think the fans have been wondering about for quite some time. Why did you not use your real name?
Okay, so when we recorded, you and I were in the studio together back in 2003. Just the various projects that I am affiliated with in my career are sort of family-based, children-based, things like that. So it was actually Chris Zimmerman Salter.
Yeah.
That was our director, that she kind of sat down with me and she's like, maybe we need to change your name. So she asked me, what was your dog's name growing up? And I said, Suzette Monet. So she's like, you know what? Let's build on that. How about Suzetta? How about instead of Monet, the artist, we'll do Minet? And I was like, sounds like a deal.
Yeah.
But then, 7 years ago, at various conventions where we meet and greet with wonderful fans, somebody slipped one of these wonderful games to my table. And I said, why are you bringing me that? And he says, because you're in it. And I said, do you know my deep, dark secret? And he said, yes, I do know. I know. I said, shh, keep it quiet. And now here we are in 2024.
Yeah,
so we're doing a big reveal for our anniversary show.
Well, it's so cool because both of you, the work in this is astounding. It's one of the most, and I'm not saying this because I'm in it, but it's one of the most legendary games of all time. And so, Lori, you'd never seen what we did until recently, right?
Until recently. I don't even have the words for the depth of our relationship.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, and I love when Ava just doesn't know how to describe it either. And so to watch the complexity of their relationship is just something that you can't explain. I mean, and that's what's so beautiful about the game is it's three-dimensional. They have a backstory, they have relationships. So to watch that, it really just brought me to tears. It's rare that I'm speechless, so it's pretty intense. Yeah.
That is rare. How has it been reacquainting yourself with Eva?
Oh my gosh.
And
what drives her is her passion for justice.
Look at those hair
And
physics.
her passion to do the right thing, no matter who's talking to her.
Yeah.
And the fact that she loves you in such a fearless way with immense loyalty.
one of my favorite memories was we had to do a love scene, you and I, which I'd never done in voiceover before.
Neither had I.
I've been unlucky enough to do it on camera, and that's always weird. But in voiceover, you don't really need to do it in real life, but you have to make it sound like a thing.
Yeah.
So shall we show them how we did the kissing scenes?
Yes.
It might be too hot for TV, but let's.
All right, let's do
okay,
it.
so
Ready?
it was That's pretty much how
Your
we did
hand
it.
has never been so loved on.
Well.
Yeah, that's cringy, but in a way that's endearing.
These games is every single one of them that we did, we were all in the booth together. You know, we were all just had chairs set up and we did them all like radio plays, and it just gave it so much more life and reality.
A lot of mine were by myself, and when you have the amazing casting director, voice director in your ear, she's saying, you love him, but you've defected, and you're just like, it's so draining, but in the best way.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the thing about voiceover that we love so much is our scene partner is not there a lot.
A lot.
And so you have to just put yourself in this world.
So she mentions the director being in her ear. Like,
When I do animation,
was she wearing an
a lot of times I'm by
earpiece?
myself.
Yeah.
So that was a huge difference for me.
Maybe they're
Also,
talking over like
animation,
a
you're
speaker
running a line 20 to 30 times.
or headphones.
one line
That's
at a
probably it.
You know, just open up the mic, focus on one line. This one, Chris was very specific about reading through the body of work to create the story, to be able to tell the story, not just repeating a line.
Yeah.
You know, give me low, give me high, give me breathy, give me, you know, that.
It's storytelling. It
This
is
was like, it's
storytelling.
story time. I mean, this is where we have to make it very believable
Yeah.
so the gamer can follow along and it makes sense.
When actors would come in that didn't know what it was,
Right.
I'm trying to indicate the tone of it with my weird snake voice, which, you know, is supposed
It's
to be
not weird.
real.
We love snake
Well, thank you. But it's you know, it's supposed to be real and it's supposed to be grounded, but at the same time, it's supposed to reflect that we're in a
Yeah.
bit of a strange situation.
We're in a
here.
strange world, yeah.
And so, you know, it's always fun to see the actors come in and get drawn into that. There's one other thing that I don't know if people realize. We didn't get the scripts in advance.
Right.
So you just get it, and when you hear us do it on the thing, that's the first or second time we're ever.
Wow, that's
When we audition for things, we never know
Unusual.
if we're hitting upon a Metal Gear Solid. So our job is to stay in good vocal shape, and so that if we get the job, it's like icing on the cake. And so I feel so ridiculously grateful.
So people recognize my face sometimes, but most times they don't, which is nice. It's a nice level of fame. But when I go to airport security
Oh my
and I
gosh,
give them my ID, and then they see it, I know the look. They'll like look, and then they'll look up at me, and then they'll look back,
Putting it together.
and then they look back and they go, "Are you?" And I go, "That's right."
I was getting something at Whole Foods. This was several years ago. And, you know, I was like, I'll take just a brown bag for that. And he was like, are you the boss? And I was like, yeah. And I mean, it's such a sight to see. It's absolutely stunning.
So our son McKinley, he somehow found out. I have the game in a box, like in our basement.
In a box.
And
In the basement.
I'm sorry, Snake. In a box, that's right. And so he kind of did a little deep dive, and he came to me one day and he's like, Mom, what is this? What? So this is just a lie, right? This is not real.
Right.
And I'm like, yeah, it's real. And all of a sudden, I got cool mom points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
I got a lot of
lot
cool
of
auntie points.
cool
Yeah, that's
mom
right,
points.
right.
So, I'm so excited to introduce to you some new scenes from Metal Gear Solid Delta. So this opening
wow.
is,
Wow.
it's supposedly the world's first Halo jump, high altitude, low opening. Look at this shot.
Oh my gosh.
Leave no trace of your
So
presence.
gorgeous.
Look at that good military crawl. Nice.
Right?
Nice job.
Oh, here we Oh.
It's just
sort of showing them
I
the
mean, everything just looks
gameplay trailer.
Ow.
Well,
Yeah.
I think I got him with the tranquilizer dart, so
I think so.
he'll be all right.
I think he's
That guy's
okay.
not
He's a
going
goner.
to.
Oh.
Yeah, that guy's.
The spray.
Just spraying blood, you
spray
know.
of
Just
the
a day in the life
blood.
of Snake.
Oh, that's
You're so hot.
beautiful.
Oh my God.
It's true. They've made him considerably hotter.
In
It's,
real life too.
Look at you.
Commencing virtuous mission now.
You can see each pore on your skin.
nice.
Come on, Delta.
Well
That is
done.
something.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
That's
Isn't it
incredible.
incredible?
People are going to
Yeah.
flip out.
Yeah.
I'm flipping out.
Gorgeous.
Me too. Well, why don't we take a look at some of your characters?
Oh my. Okay.
Sounds good. Oh,
There she is.
Yes.
You're so beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
I
new
love
footage.
the hair.
Yeah, it's very
Colors.
70s, very groovy.
The
It's the
colors
60s.
are
I still
gorgeous. She loves him so much.
I know.
Oh.
Her hair looks good.
Hug her.
He's not a great hugger.
Come on, hug her. See, you need some intimacy issues. You need therapy.
See, she knows there's a special relationship.
Yeah, I
between
think
you
Snake
two.
is an awkward hugger.
Oh my
Look at
gosh.
her. She got the lake.
Yeah, she got the hair tucked behind her ears.
Okay, let's go.
Get on my bike, baby.
Let's go.
Boss.
That arm
And
still
there she
hurt.
is.
Stunning.
Okay, she looks
Yeah, does your arm still hurt?
Weird.
Because you broke it.
I know. Sorry about that.
Just
I'm
look
going to
at
pounce.
Warrior.
I also love
Oh my gosh,
how
I love
he
your
continues
suit.
to try to fight back.
I know.
Yeah, her hair is a lot more blonde.
Raised you. I taught you everything you know.
No, I'm gonna knight
Talk about your suit.
Gru and my sons are
I
waiting
look
up
hot.
ahead.
You
She looks better.
Many Spanx there.
You don't
Amazing.
have a prayer or finishing
I'm not wearing Spanx. I just, wow.
Oh,
Ooh. No need to
great.
prove that you're virtuous. This isn't America.
Yeah, they definitely made adjustments to her
Look at the
face.
bullets. Look at that. Oh my God.
I can't just be seeing things.
Sorry.
That's my
total
helicopter.
destruction.
Sorry, I'm lighting everything you need on fire, including your heart. I gave you weapons.
badass.
I gave you weapons. I gave you techniques. Clearly, you can continue the mission.
Okay, so what are your thoughts?
That was incredible.
It's epic. It's absolutely stunning,
Stunning.
and beautiful
It's
to see
so
it.
gorgeous.
Cinematic.
The light of it, the camera
Everything.
angles, the character upgrades. I mean, I hate to say it, but we all look pretty awesome.
We look great.
Great.
I think old fans, we're so excited for them to see it. They're gonna just lose their mind. And then for new fans, a whole new generation of people, they're gonna be beyond excited. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just, it's something for everybody.
But David, the story is the same.
Yeah, well,
The
that's
legacy of it is the same.
Yeah.
And so that's what's really important
Yes.
for the player.
Yeah, and well, it's important to me as a fan and as a snake. Yeah, it really is so true to the original game, and you know, of course, for the most part, they're using our original voice performances. I mean, for the lion's share of it, it's exactly the experience you had. Just it looks so much better. But what was it like? You know, stepping in and doing you know some of the new lines and stepping into those characters again. How did
Oh, it
you
was a
feel?
blast.
It was a blast. It was
So
so
much fun.
easy because
Right.
they've been marinating and like their love affairs, their fights, their relationships. So it takes no time to literally drop into those characters, those relationships.
They must have to like do some kind of modification.
You have legacy, you have history
Yeah.
with these characters that you get to just dive back into
Yeah.
them.
Because they're recording lines 20 years later.
You know, but again, the story is there.
So, what do you want to say to the fans as Delta gets ready to emerge into the world?
For our fans, thank you doesn't even cut it. I mean, it makes me emotional every time. We're beyond grateful to have come on this journey with us. Thank you, thank you, thank you for believing in us and the story, and also like having a community. Like we now have this community of people,
Right.
of artists, cosplay. I mean, there's such a huge legacy for everyone in this world. Clearly, not just us. And so I'm just so grateful.
Yeah.
I'm really grateful.
I'm
Thank you.
excited for the old fans and the new fans to enjoy Delta, to be able to see that they can do anything. You know, they are courageous, they can be brave, they can be bigger than life, they can do hard things.
Yeah.
And yeah, so thank you. Thank you to all of the amazing fans and the new fans that are going to join in with Delta.
Yeah, I hope as well that people can step into this world, old and new fans alike, and feel like they can take on anything, and that they can take down their own personal Metal Gear, no matter what that means to them in their lives. So, go forth, and always remember, you're pretty good. Thanks for taking a look back with us at one of the most influential and important titles in all of gaming, Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, and now, Metal Gear Solid Delta. For some of you, this was a nostalgic look back at one of your favorite games. For others who never got a chance to play Snake Eater, let this be your first step into an epic adventure. You don't want to miss what we have for you next time.
I wonder if they get royalties for game sales. I doubt it. But I think voice actors should get residuals, royalties. I think maybe a lot of game companies are reluctant to hand those out. But yeah, great. Some new footage. No, still no release date. 2024 is like not going to happen next year. Cool. Yeah, nice little vignette there.